It's Becky, and I just pulled my curated bead box out of the mailbox for today, and I thought I would go ahead and open it up with y'all. It's seriously sassy, and it looks kind of like that is. I mean, you got yellows, you got purples, you got blues. Sounds like that might be fun. Let's see what's inside of it. This is the curated bead box. It is one of the less expensive bead subscription services, and usually you find in here a selection of glass beads, and there'll be glass beads, there'll be some findings, and sometimes you'll have a focal. It's one of the best ways to build your stash, in my opinion, and they usually have a pretty generous amount of beads that you get in these boxes, like very long strands. And so it can be, again, a really great way to build your stash. And sometimes you get fun odd size beads. One of the best things about them, though, is that they give you a finding starter kit. So like if you're just getting started in beading and you're like, oh, what do I need? What do I need? You can get you some tools. You can sign up for the curated bead box, and you'll have beads. You'll have findings like memory wire, stretch cord. Here's some beading wire. You've got crimp for the beading wire. You've got head pins. You've got ear wires, you've got jump rings, and you've got clasps. So like there's just a ton of things that you can make with this without even dipping into like any of your findings or your stash. It's pretty great with that. And I think I actually really like the colors that we're looking at and that we can see in this box. I wasn't sure looking at it on some other folks' videos, but like seeing it in person, it kind of appeals to me. I think I like these colors. Sometimes it can be a hit or miss for me. But even on the months that I'm not totally enthused about, I still find some good beads in there that I can add to my stuff, that I can pull out when I want to play around with them. And it can be a lot of fun to go through it. All right, I think these might... See, we've got some large beads, but not a ton of large beads. We might be able to fit... Oh no, this is a very long strand. All right, because I'm trying to decide if I'm going to be using my normal 15 segment organizers for this, or if I'm going to pull out the big boy that I sometimes have to for the curated bead box, because they're very generous as far as the sizes and of the strands that you were getting. And so they can't all fit in here. And so this larger one, it has deeper wells. There's more of them, and they're also bigger. So I'm probably, let's go ahead and use my larger 18 segment one for this. And if you're new to my channel, when I unbox, I organize. So we get all our beads and things tucked away into a box and ready to be used, because if I stick it in a box, and this is the big problem that I had with this box at the beginning, is that I would leave it in the box and I would forget about it. So when I went to go make something, I forgot that I had all of these beads. Look at this. It looks like we get a locket. That's pretty cool. Here, let's open up the findings and the locket and all of these things first. So we've got our starter kit for these, but we've also got some additional findings now. It looks like we have some kind of cool little spacer beads that are, let's pull this out of the bag so you can see it. They've got this kind of a daisy flower on the end, and then like a little X or something right there. These will be interesting to try and use in a design and see how they work. All right, I may have just one of these segments specifically for my metal findings. So I'm gonna take a look at all of these, and then I'm gonna tuck them all into that same part of the thing. We've got some bead caps, and these are some smaller bead caps. Let's see, do we have a list on here? They've got just silver metal bead cap, silver metal spacer, spacer beads. Okay, so yeah, they did not give us a definitive like description in the listing. They do list everything that is in the box on the outside of it so that you know what's in there. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up, stick that in here. So we've got some bead caps. These bead caps are smaller, and I kind of like that, because sometimes if you try to use bead caps with like the smaller beads, like it just, the beads get totally swallowed up, and they, oh yeah, I like them with these crackle beads. That's going to be good for that. It's going to be good with like the 6mm beads, or smaller, not some of the 8mm though, or largers. And then we've got these hex, I don't think I need to open this, spacer beads. So we've got some of those too. So we've got a lot of silver metals in here, which goes with the silver findings kit. And then we've got this. It is a photo frame locket pendant. So we can open it up. Open it up. And we could put photos of things in here. Maybe I'll put a photo of my dogs in this. That would be fun. It looks like it's got a flower embossed on the front. That's pretty cool. It feels like this is a very floral color themed. Scooch back so you can see more of what we're doing. In fact, there we go. All right, so we've got like a whole pile of blue. I'm gonna pull these out because they are kind of separate. These are a little bit bigger than 6.0 seed beads, and it looks like they're not all a consistent size and shape. And we've gotten this type of bead before in the boxes. This is a really, really light baby blue. It looks very, very, very blue on my camera because my camera is weird with white balance. That's fine. But it looks like we've got, it says turquoise opaque, but it's not turquoise. This is not turquoise. Maybe it is. Maybe my eyes are just wrong. It's a 1 ounce bag. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it in this bag so that when I go to use it, I just have to pull the bag out and I don't have to go digging around with my things. Go. Just going to tuck that in there. Right there in the front where I can see them. And then we've got these larger, I'm pulling out the bags first, and then we'll get to the strands. All right, so these are 16 by 12 sky blue pressed glass oval beads. And they are a beautiful blue color. They are going right in here. Right there in the front. And then we've got some other larger beads that are in a bag. And these are 14 by 10 milky white pressed glass oval beads. So we do still sometimes get pressed glass beads. And here they are next to each other. Put those there. I like that they've got that white bit there. All right, now let's start with our larger beads. We've got purple spot marble style glass beads. And these are purple, not blue. They're very purple. They look very blue on my camera. They're purple. All right, and I'm gonna just get these guys right in here. I'm going to start putting these guys away. And then there is 10 millimeter purple crackle glass. You can see that style with the crackle glass going all the way back there. Put those right here. It is a very blue purple. It is leaning that way. That's very pretty. All right, then we've got 8 millimeter yellow marble style glass bead. This is a 16-inch string, so it is a lot of beads, and this is very yellow, but it's like one of my favorite kinds of yellows. It's this nice, bright, like daisy, not daisy. It's like, you know, the popcorn color. That's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of popcorn. I don't know why so many beads remind me of food. I don't know if it's just a me problem. Like food or candy. So let's see if these, it's a big 16-inch string of beads. They might all fit in the same section. They might not. We're going to find out. Right here. There we go. In my other organizer, I would definitely have to lay down the little dividers between them. All right, so what's next? We've got 8 millimeter plum spot style marble glass beads. So this plum color is a little bit different from this purple color here. This is more like blueberries, and this is definitely plum. But it's in the purple family. It's purple adjacent. It's not blurple like what some of these, which is, by the way, one of my favorite words, blurple. It's a blue purple. Seriously sassy. All right, and then let's see, which one is next? We've got some 6 millimeter. We've got 3 6 millimeter strands. One is the dark turquoise crackle glass. You can see that crackle in the glass. We usually get some crackle glass variations. We usually get some stuff with interesting finishes. It's like you get different sizes of beads. So it's not just, oh, it's just glass beads. You get a lot of variety in here that you can do a lot of things with. Often get glass pearl beads too, which I haven't seen any problems with the glass pearl beads that you get from these guys. Nothing untoward with them. Whoop. All right, and then we've got the 6 millimeter turquoise marble style. So it is a glass bead. It's not actually turquoise gemstone, but it does give you that really, really bright turquoisey blue color. And you can see there, it is a glass bead. And then we've got a yellow glass pearl bead, and this yellow is more of a warm marigold kind of a yellow, rather than that very cool lemony kind of yellow. Lemony, that's the color I was looking for. Yeah, we've got lemons and marigolds. 2 different flavors of yellow. But we've got different flavors of purple too, and a couple of different flavors of blue. So, you know, they can all go together and complement each other, I think. I love yellow with purple, and I love yellow with blue. I think they look fantastic together in all cases. I especially love like this yellow with this like deep blue color. I love those together. I am probably going to be making something with those when I get around to making things, but I love those colors together. I think they look gorgeous. All right, and then we've got our purple pearls. And this one is 4mm, and it is a 16-inch strand for this. So very generous strands. You always get very generous strands from this company in your bead boxes. And they have a sister site that you can shop at, but it's a club. So you can either, or is it a club? I think it's a club, yeah, where it's called Dollar Bead, not to be confused with Dollar Bead Box, but it's a Dollar Bead Club. And if you subscribe to the Curated Bead Box, you're automatically a member. And if you, and it is members only for shopping, by the way, but you can also purchase like an annual membership or something for a fairly decent amount, where you don't get this bead box, but you can still shop at their site. And you can buy these glass beads and some findings and things like that from there. But yeah, there we go. So these are the beads, and I'm just going to lay this side down over here in this section, and I'm just gonna pop my findings kit, the findings starter kit. I'm just gonna pop that right in there so that it is here and it's available for me to use when I am going to be making things with this box. But I like these colors. I like especially this yellow. I think this is my favorite yellow. But I love a good marigold color too. And the marigold looks fantastic with purple. This looks so good with the purple. I mean, look at that. That doesn't say Mardi Gras to y'all. I don't know what. But am I right though? Maybe a little bit of green. I don't know. But yeah, this is a great gold color, gold yellow to go with that. Let's have one last look. Curated bead box. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, a great week. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you later. Bye.